Okay, I'm back. So when the other country show up in Ghana land or African land, the people that they was keep them as a slave, or as most of them was like soldiers who was captured by the people that they owned up them. Okay, so let's use Ashantis as an example. If Ashantis capture soldiers who they was trying to kill the king, or they kill their king, they don't want them to get away, they keep them. But when they keep them for so long, they don't have anywhere to keep them, because they are new in the land, they begin to build everything. So where they keep them? Outside, under the trees, something like that. All right? So when the people came from other countries, they asking questions. Until people came, they call them missionaries or whatever thing. So they're supposed to be people that they have a mercy for other people. So when they asking question, who are these people? All the African leaders tell them they are slaves. Okay? Because they was keeping for so long, the only thing that you're gonna use them for, to make them their slave. Some of them have a baby, they keep their babies to serve the king or whatever. So they treat them differently. So when these missionary people came in, all the story that African give it to them is a slave. They are slave. And these people supposed to be have a mercy to anyone. They feel bad for them that they treating them bad. They may be, just maybe in here, asking, to ask to give them away. And at that time, this part, it wasn't maybe. Okay, at that time, this missionary, they came to the land. They decided to build their own place, which is, castles where the missionary, they stay there. So that's their place. So when they travel to villages and towns to preach their gospel to anyone, they start getting an idea that, okay, the people that they tied up after they live, living at the street, or, put them on the trees or something like that. They started to give them some of them, because that's the way they see that the kings or queens was doing. They use these people to serve them at home. You understand what I'm saying? They see that the kings use these people, so they ask the kings to give some of them to serve them in their missionary house. In the beginning, the kings or the leaders, they say, no, because they think if you give these people away, or they start to ask them to free them. And they say no. Okay? The freedom, they say no, because they was thinking if they free everybody, they can come back and form big, military thing and start the war again. So they was afraid to free everybody. See what I mean? So the missionary said, okay, give me 2 persons. I want them to serve me in my missionary house. Maybe they will wash my dishes, or they'll cut my grass. Okay, that's not a big deal. They give them away. Until they see that these people, they were good. They served them good. Okay, some people missionaries start to travel with the people that they live with in their house, the missionary travel to America. Some people go and come back with the people, the black people that they took away with them, travel back and forth. So he get it on. So Osu Castle or whatever castle that you see, when they tell you the story, they don't tell you the whole story. Maybe they don't know, or maybe they lying. I don't think they're lying, but they just don't know. They know up to somewhere. They lost the whole story. So they jump to somewhere that they don't know and tell you something. So my point that I'm trying to make is American black didn't go there as somebody pay money and send them there to go and save, like abusing them like that. It's all about working. And let me tell you a story about, before I continue this. The whole world, it was fight anywhere. So the whole world changed their mind. The only place that they can grow things, or there is no fight going on, is American land. So everybody was turning away, growing things over there. Before, it was Middle East type kind of area. Now the Middle East area, African area, was war everywhere. That's the place that people find that they start to growing things, doing the farming things. Okay? That's what I believe. So when the missionary people started this way, and then some people also show up. They see that the missionary people, they come with blacks, that they work for them and make them, their houses and everywhere is clean. So when another trade was coming, what they do is they're not focusing on their trade, the main trade that brought them to the land. They also going, convince people that, I need somebody to help my wife about the baby, blah, 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 blah. They take some away. And also the black people that they went and come back, they also telling good story. Just like right now, when African travel to America somewhere, go back to Africa, they don't tell them African is a racist. American is a racist land. They tell them good story. So everybody who's in Africa thinks that they wanted to come here. Until they come here, they know that there is some bad thing here. That story you don't hear about it. So at that time when they go to Africa, they tell good thing about here. In America, everybody's there wanting to come here and work here instead of working in Africa. So most of black Americans came by their own way, by their own themselves. Not like they take their own shape and come here, no. But they decided there is a job somewhere, I have to go. They go by numbers. They started that way. Then they started, everybody hear the story, everyone wants to go. That's where the whole thing started. So it became like American, other countries who just came to look for somebody to work for them. They decided bring ship and taking people away. When they was doing that, most Africans decided to go. Everybody getting ready to go. Okay? So now, it became like they set a place. You go there, you wait for ship. The place is Benin or Togo, where, whatever. I forgot the land. Somewhere there. Benin, somewhere. Everybody, you pack your own bag, you go there, you wait until the ship comes, you get ready, you go. They go by themselves. It's not anybody leading, tell them, go, 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 you're a slave. No way. Think about it. Nobody, no any other country can go Africa right now and say, I'm forcing you for you to leave your country, go with me. No, it didn't happen that way. People tell you this story and you believe. There was a place that there is a plenty of job. People going to get it. Okay? And people pack their own bag and go by themselves. But what happened is something really bad happened. I don't know, maybe Almighty God wanted to stop this. That's why it became like this. I don't know. But I believe something really, really happens. Okay? If we're still doing that up to now, African, right now, I would think that African land, nobody will be living there by now. Because it was everybody was going. Maybe maybe God wanted to do that to stop it. American, they tell you somebody was to stop the slavery. That's another lie. Not any American leader stopped the slavery because of the way they sing. It was kind of not true, the way they say it. It was stopped like this. I will tell you before I finish the story. Okay? Let me continue. When they keep going the Benin area to wait for the ship to come and take them to America to work, which they call the slave, now it's called work or job. When they was waiting, something really, really happened. And then I believe, because if you read the history, there was bad weather started, earthquake, the sea was rough everywhere on the sea. So the ship that they used to travel back and forth cannot come on time that they know. It goes, never come back in time. Okay? So when the ship was keep spending too long on the sea, people start to starve. No food, no shower, they don't get them on time. So people start to behave different, crazy way. People died. They threw them out from the ship. It wasn't somebody was throwing them the ship like this kind of movie you see. Okay? It wasn't. The ship was, they started throwing people out because people dying. The ship cannot hold so many people. The sea was behaving badly. So everybody going to die. It continued on and on and on for months. That's why somebody stood out and said, stop slavery. Because they can feed them. The ship cannot get there. People die on the sea. and then somebody or some group saying no more slavery. You think that they was thinking about slavery, that's why they say no slavery. Because they was continue on and on and on slavery, keep shipping people like that, until now they get a news that is the ship keeps sinking. People keep dying because the sea, you cannot travel normal like before. People die. So what they come up with? Stop it. Okay? And then before they make this news and saying no more slavery, the already people left in Benin or whatever, I forgot the name exactly, maybe it's Benin or something. They already left a lot of people there. And they've been there for years, 2, 3 years, 4 years. You cannot go back because you already lost where you live. And the most people that they will leave, they can't go back. The reason is maybe you was a soldier who was captured by somebody. You cannot go back. Who gonna accept you? They stay there. Okay? And most people, they left them there because you cannot trace back where you live. If you live in olden time, you left somewhere 2 years, you cannot find your way back. And some people, because of they live in a bad condition where they used to live, even when they was living where they live, they didn't tell nobody. Okay, so where are you gonna go and then saying that I live here, I'm gonna, and people also still was believing that they will start it again. So they keep waiting. That's the way the whole thing started. Okay, so for you to sit and thinking that there was somebody from other country and saying, let's go, I'm taking you, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll continue.